Setting up a WNKHUB-2 is quick and easy. One of the biggest improvements from the first generation WNKHUB to the WNKHUB-2 is the addition of a hardwired Ethernet port located on the back of the Hub-2. While WNK recommends the use of this hardwired connection for optimal connectivity, the option to connect via a 2.4 or 5 GHz Wi-Fi network is available as well. Using the Ethernet connection, you'll want to make sure the Ethernet is plugged into the correct port on the back of your wireless router. If you're unsure which port to use, please refer to the instructions provided with the router to ensure you're using the correct port. Step 1. Just plug in the hub. Before starting, make sure your phone's Bluetooth antenna is turned on. The WNK app will also confirm that Bluetooth is turned on before the process starts. The hub's LED will be a breathing white when ready to connect. Once you've started the connection, it will change from breathing white to breathing blue. Next, you'll decide how to connect your Hub-2 to the internet. If you're using the Ethernet cable, simply click Next at the bottom of the page. If you're going to connect over a Wi-Fi connection, locate the button at the bottom of Step 2 that says Connect using Wi-Fi instead. If using Ethernet, the WNK app will start searching for the hub, eventually saying Hub Found. If both Step 1 and Step 2 are completed, tap Add to WNK at the bottom of the page to complete the setup. It will also ask you if you want to name the hub, which is optional, but helpful if setting up multiple hubs in different locations. If you're using Wi-Fi, the WNK app will start looking for the hub before searching for available networks and displaying the options you can connect with. Enter the password of the network and click Next to join the Wi-Fi. After it connects, it will bring you to a page that says Add to WNK. Tap this button to complete setup. While connecting, the WNKHUB-2 will display a breathing blue LED. Once connected, the WNKHUB-2 will display a solid blue LED. The most common issue you might encounter during this process is the WNK app telling you Hub Not Found. If this happens during your initial setup, we recommend a few things before trying again. Power cycle the Hub-2 by unplugging and plugging the hub back in after about a minute. Then, turn your phone's Bluetooth off and back on again after a few seconds. Now, try searching for the Hub-2 again in the WNK app. If you've set up your WNKHUB-2 over Ethernet, but need to use it in a location further away from your wireless router, you can switch the hub over to a Wi-Fi connection in a few easy steps. First, you'll need to remove the Ethernet cord from the back of the Hub-2. If the cord is still plugged in, the hub will not be able to connect to a Wi-Fi signal. Once you remove the Ethernet cord, the hub will disconnect from the internet. The hub's LED will cycle through a few different colors while disconnecting, eventually settling on flashing yellow. If the Hub-2 is not flashing yellow, it will not be able to connect to a Wi-Fi signal. The WNK app may prompt you to do a simple reset of the Hub-2's Wi-Fi antenna. To do this, make sure you have a paperclip or pin that can reach the Hub-2's physical reset button on the bottom of the device. Press and hold the button so that the LED turns solid green, then flashing green. Release the button after the LED begins flashing green and wait about a minute or so to let the Hub-2 finish its Wi-Fi antenna reset. It should settle on a flashing yellow. Once the Hub-2 is flashing yellow, open the WNK app, navigate to the home screen, and click on the Hub-2 icon to get started. Once on the Hub-2 menu, click the icon in the upper right corner and select the name of your WNKHUB-2. Then scroll to the middle of the page, where you're going to see an option for Wi-Fi. Click Wi-Fi, where a menu will open to Update Now. Tap that button and the WNK app will search for the hub before displaying the available networks to choose from. Select a network, enter the password, and the hub will change from flashing yellow to a breathing blue as it connects. Once it connects, the LED will return to a solid blue, and the Hub-2 can now be unplugged and moved to a different location. WNK recommends using the Ethernet connection for optimal connectivity. If using Wi-Fi, it's important to consider the strength of the connection at the location you're placing the Hub-2. A good rule of thumb is that if your phone has a full Wi-Fi signal at the location you're considering, it should be just fine to use in that location. Using Wi-Fi over Ethernet may be a better option if your wireless router is not centrally located. The hub's proximity to the devices connected to it should be taken into consideration when deciding which to use.